struggling to differentiate an empath from a narcissist? As a narcissistic abuse recovery professional, I have helped hundreds of empaths around the world to identify red flags early so that they don't fall into the trap of narcissistic relationships. And today I am going to help you too. So if you are ready to finally break free from narcissistic relationships once and for all, keep watching this episode till the end. I promise you will walk away with some golden nuggets. Hey beautiful, welcome back to my channel. If my work has helped you, please show your support. It goes a long way in helping me continue to spread awareness about narcissistic abuse. So let's begin. Let's start by defining what an empath is and what a narcissist is. Because if we understand who an empath is, we can also easily understand who a narcissist is. Because these two personality types are like two sides of the same coin. So understanding one helps us to understand the other. According to the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, 4th edition, text revision, DSM-4-TR, an empath is someone who has the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. The term empath was coined by psychiatrist Dr. Gordon Gallup Jr. in 1987. The word empathy comes from the Greek word empathy, which means to feel or understand the feelings of others. People who have high levels of empathy are known as empaths. They are people who tend to feel what others are feeling. They are compassionate, sensitive, and generous. They love helping others because seeing others in pain makes them feel miserable. And they take responsibility for making the other person feel better. Now, it is important to note here that being an empath is not a diagnosis. Rather, it refers to people who have a heightened ability to recognize and experience the emotions of others. An empath is not to be confused with a psychopath or a sociopath. While all three personality types may appear similar on the surface, there are distinct differences between them. Psychopaths and sociopaths are diagnosed with antisocial personality disorder and they have little to no empathy for anyone. However, an empath has the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. They are different from narcissists because narcissists don't empathize with others. But instead, they exploit others to get their needs met. The main difference between empaths and narcissists is that empaths care about others while narcissists only care about themselves. Empaths have a natural ability to sense how others are feeling and to respond appropriately. Narcissists lack this ability and often do not care how their behavior affects others. When you look at these two personality types through the lens of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, this contrast becomes even clearer. According to Maslow's theory, narcissists are stuck at the second level of the hierarchy, which is the level of safety and self-preservation. Their main focus is to protect themselves and to fulfill their own needs. They use other people as a means to achieve their ends and often disregard the feelings of others in the process. On the other hand, empaths are more evolved and are typically at the third level of the hierarchy, which is the level of love and belonging. They desire to form meaningful connections with others and feel a strong need to be accepted and loved. This desire to connect with others leads them to be more open and vulnerable, which can make them vulnerable to narcissistic abuse. Red flag number 1 is being overly critical of others. While both empaths and narcissists can be critical of others, it is much more common for narcissists to be overly critical. In fact, it is one of the telltale signs of narcissism. Empaths are often very self-aware and they know when their criticism is helpful and when it is not. They strive to be compassionate and understanding towards others and they often try to see things from the other person's point of view. Narcissists, on the other hand, are extremely self-centered and they are not capable of empathy. They are often judgmental and critical of others and they do not hesitate to say hurtful things that can damage the other person's self-esteem. They are incapable of seeing things from anyone else's perspective and they believe that their opinions are the only ones that matter. Red flag number 2 is having zero boundaries. A major red flag in any relationship is when there are no boundaries. And guess what? Both empaths and narcissists have a hard time setting boundaries. Empaths are so focused on taking care of others that they often forget to take care of themselves. They can find it difficult to say no to others and they can end up doing things that they do not want to do. This can lead to them being taken advantage of and disrespected by others. Narcissists, on the other hand, have a difficult time setting boundaries because they believe that the rules apply to everyone else but not to them. They expect others to bend over backwards for them, and they do not hesitate to cross other people's boundaries when it suits them. They believe that they are above rules and regulations, and they feel entitled to do whatever they want whenever they want. Red flag number 3 is being manipulative. Manipulative behavior is a classic red flag in any relationship. And it is especially problematic when dating someone with a narcissistic personality. Narcissistic abuse is a form of emotional abuse, and it is characterized by manipulation, control, and deception. Narcissists use manipulation to get what they want, and they will stop at nothing to get it. They may use guilt, shame, fear, or obligation to control the other person and make them do what they want. They are expert gaslighters, and they will twist the truth until it becomes a lie. Empaths, on the other hand, are naturally empathetic, and they do not want to hurt others. They are often people pleasers, and they will go out of their way to avoid conflict. However, being a people pleaser is a red flag in itself because it shows that the person is not able to stand up for themselves. They are always trying to make others happy, and they are always putting the needs of others before their own. Red flag number 4 is being emotionally distant. Being emotionally distant is a major red flag in any relationship because it shows that the person is not able to form deep connections with others. They are unable to trust and be vulnerable with others, and they are always holding back. This can make it difficult for the empath to feel connected to the other person, and it can lead to feelings of isolation and disconnection. Narcissists are notorious for being emotionally distant because they are so focused on themselves. They are unable to empathize with others, and they do not care about the feelings of others. This can make it difficult for the empath to feel satisfied in the relationship because they are not getting the emotional support and understanding that they need. Red flag number 5 is being deceptive. Deceptive behavior is a huge red flag in any relationship. And it is especially harmful when dating someone with a narcissistic personality. Narcissists are master manipulators, and they will lie, cheat, and steal to get what they want. They are expert gaslighters, and they will twist the truth until it becomes a lie. They are so focused on themselves and their own needs that they are willing to do anything to get what they want, even if it means hurting others. Empaths, on the other hand, are honest and trustworthy. They value their relationships, and they would never intentionally hurt someone. They are often naive and trusting, and this can make them vulnerable to narcissistic abuse. And red flag number 6 is being entitled. Entitlement is a big red flag in any relationship. And it is a major problem when dating someone with a narcissistic personality. Narcissists believe that they are superior to others and that they are entitled to special treatment. They believe that the rules apply to everyone else but not to them. This can lead to a lot of conflict in a relationship because the empath will be constantly trying to hold the narcissist accountable for their actions, while the narcissist will be trying to get away with their bad behavior. Narcissists are demanding and expect everyone to cater to their needs. This can be exhausting for the empath, who will feel like they are constantly walking on eggshells around the narcissist. So if you see these red flags in someone you are dating, run away fast. Do not waste your time with someone who is not going to treat you with the respect and dignity that you deserve. You are worthy of love and respect, and you should never settle for less. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please show your support and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.